In January of 2020, the decision was made to close down the sparsely used Atherton Caltrain station. On the Sunday night of the 13th of December, the final trains stopped at Atherton. Now if you want to skip straight to the footage, head to this timestamp in the video. The station opened in the 1860s as part of the original San Francisco and San Jose Railroad, where it was known as a Fair Oaks station and consisted only of a small wooden shelter. It was renamed to Atherton Station in 1912 after Faxon Atherton, the landowner that the City of Atherton would eventually be named after. The station's shelter would be rebuilt and later upgraded several times over the decades, adding the glass panels and sturdier structure that it has today. By the start of the 21st century, Atherton Station had very poor ridership, with an average of 114 passengers per weekday. Compare that to neighboring Redwood City Station, which at the time had over 4,000 passengers per weekday. So, to save time and money, in August of 2005, the Caltrain Joint Powers Board decided to cut weekday service entirely, running only trains on the weekends when frequency was low. An Atherton council member at the time said that this would doom the station to oblivion. Fast forward to today, with Caltrain planning to electrify its fleet and massively increase service. They were faced with a dilemma. Atherton is one of the two stations with center boarding, so passengers board on this little island between the tracks. Because of that, trains going the opposite way have to wait, or they might block people from crossing the tracks. An upgrade to the station to fix this problem was estimated around $30 million. Now, despite Caltrain originally committing to restoring weekday service at Atherton, it was unlikely ridership would heavily increase. Atherton is a very low-density area, and an average home value of $6.5 million doesn't give the idea of a people likely to rely on public transit. So, on the 8th of January, Caltrain sent a letter to the City of Atherton proposing to close the station for good. A week later, the city accepted the proposal. After negotiations, the decision was finalized in November, and the final date was set for the 13th of December, when the last trains would stop at the station. Armed with only my poor cell phone camera, I decided anyways to go capture the moment. I wasn't sure if I would be the only one there, but fortunately a few other rail fans showed up to document the final stops. The Southbound train stopped at 10:39 p.m. and the Northbound at 10:49. And then, it was over. The final story of a station opened over 150 years ago. The shelter, thankfully, will stick around, but the doorway will be moved to the other side, and a fence will block the tracks.